good weekend. All that good stuff is going on, and now how do we do that?
Yeah.
How do it? Hey, folks, and some of you folks who's listening now, I think I finally got our Facebook going again. At one time we wasn't getting the Facebook, so we weren't able to get our live thing in. Hey, I had an interesting day today. Before we go to my man Ryan, I had a real interesting day. I had an opportunity to meet Dikembe Mutombo, the big 7'2" center that played in the NBA. He's in St. Louis doing a coffee. He's got a coffee that he manufactures. He works with, and you know what? He had to be probably one of the most personable cats I ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it was really cool to meet him. I mean, he's 7'2", right? So I get beside him, and then there's another one of his former teammates who also played in the NBA from St. Louis. His name is Jahidi White. Jahidi White was with him. Hey, what's going on, Daniel? What's up? You like that coffee, man? The Dikembe Mutombo coffee, man. It was off the charts. So I got to tell you how this. So I had an opportunity to go and meet him. So I'm taking pictures with both of those guys, right? Now, Jahidi White is out of St. Louis. He played at, both of these guys played at Georgetown. And Jahidi White he has to be, about 6'11", Solo? What do you think? About 6'11"?
I think Jahidi was about 6'10", 6'11".
Yeah, 6'10", 6'11". So imagine me, barely 6'1", and standing between him, both of those guys. I mean, I look like a guy in the carnival. You know what I'm saying? Like a freak show kind of dude. It was so weird, to be looking up to a guy 7'2". But Dikembe Mutombo, folks, is one of the most personable men I ever had an opportunity to meet. I mean that. Very, very personable, man. He was so cool to just hang out with, have a conversation with. And I was like, hey, man, this dude, you know what? He's cool. And he was like, hey, man, hey. He was like, hey, because I had him on my radio show in St. Louis yesterday, and I was talking to him on the radio show yesterday, and he was like, can you pronounce my names? He's got like 9 names, guys. So I'm trying to pronounce his names on the radio, and I just say, hell with it, I can't get it done. So I said, forget it, I'm done, I can't do it. But it was kind of fun. I mean, then he like, let's try to do it again. He asked me to try to pronounce his name. I said, won't happen, champ. Won't happen. So Dikembe Mutombo, 7'2" center out of the NBA, and he's also still an ambassador for the NBA. He was a really cool cat to hang out with today. And Corey Tate, my man here, and Jahidi White, and it was really, really nice. So I enjoyed myself. So that's what I did today, pretty much today. All right, it's time to go get my man. We're going inside under the covers to talk with my boy Ryan. What kind of information you got for me, Ryan? How you doing, man?
What's up, big fella?
I'm good. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm good, man. I'm curious, did Mutombo raise his fingers at you in like a no-no situation?
Hey, no, but what I would do, hey, that's kind of cool. I'm going to post my picture. I look so weird by him. I'm going to try to post my pictures on the Facebook so y'all can comment. Man, I look like I was in a freak show. I like, you ever go to the carnival and they just put all them damn clowns in one car? And you want to try to figure out how them damn clowns getting out the damn car? That's what I was feeling like. I was a damn clown in the freak show. So, and then my boys from now, you guys watching me on Facebook, you see what I got on. I had on a blazer and everything, but I had to take it off because you see this picture on my shirt. That's a picture of the St. Louis University Billikens, and my man Corey Tate, both of us graduated from Mizzou University, but he was kind of hating on me, Ryan. He said, how in the hell, he's a assistant head coach at SLU basketball, St. Louis University, and he brought me some SLU gear. So I'm wearing my SLU gear because he said he's going to watch tonight. So I got my SLU gear on, y'all. I was going to put my SLU hat on, but I don't feel like doing that. All right, that's my story. Let's get to you, Ryan. Go ahead.
Hi, DJ. So tonight's story it's a baseball one. I want to talk about a guy by the name Shohei Ohtani, or his nickname, which he goes by, which is Showtime. He's 27 years old. He's a designated hitter and pitcher and outfielder from Ashu Iwate, Japan. Went to Hanamaki Hagashi.
Hey, DJ, I'll be back in a few minutes.
All righty.
99 mile per hour fastball at just 18 years old. He wanted to play in the MLB right out of high school, and he had offers from MLB teams like the Texas Rangers, the Boston Red Sox, the New York Yankees, and the Dodgers. But Ohtani decided to play for the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters in the Japanese League. He chose the Japanese League over the MLB so he could develop into an MLB player, and the Fighters would let him play the field and pitch since he was a two-way player. He made the Nippon League All-Star game in his first year in 2013, and in his second year in 2014. During his second year, he became the first Japanese player to reach double digits in home runs and wins. In the 2014 All-Star game, Ohtani threw a 101 mile-per-hour pitch, and it's the fastest pitch a Japanese pitcher has ever thrown. In 2015, he started in the Nippon All-Star game. Also in 2015, Shohei had a 15-5 record, a 2.24 ERA, and 196 strikeouts. Through 2015 and 2016, Ohtani came in third in the MVP voting, but in 2016, he won the MVP award in the Nippon League. Ohtani's Japanese numbers were crazy. He played in a total of 403 games, had 296 hits, 70 doubles, 4 triples, 38 home runs, 166 RBIs, and a batting average of 2.86. Now it was showtime to go big. December 8, 2017, the Los Angeles Angels and Shohei agreed to a deal. Unfortunately, Ohtani got injured and didn't see any game time in 2017. In 2018, however, Ohtani made the 25-man roster and started on opening day, and he singled in his first at-bat. On April 1st, Ohtani made his MLB pitching debut and struck out 6 batters, where he also picked up his first MLB win as a pitcher. April 3rd, he hit his first home run, and April 4th, he hit another homer, becoming the first Angels player to homer in his first 2 career home games. Ohtani was the first Angels rookie to homer in 3 consecutive games as well. On April 8th, in his second start on the mound, he had a perfect game going into the 6th inning, but Ohtani lost it. However, he still fanned 12 batters that game. Some call Ohtani the next Babe Ruth because after coming off of the silver list in 2018, Ohtani was the first Major League player in nearly a century to have 15 home runs and pitch 50 innings in a single season, lastly accomplished by the Babe in 1919. September 7th, Ohtani broke the home run record by a Japanese rookie when he hit his 19th homer. In his first season, Ohtani had a batting average of 285, 22 home runs, and 61 RBIs. He became the second fastest Angels rookie to reach 20 home runs, and he joined Babe Ruth as the only two to have 10 pitching appearances and 20 home runs in a single season. He was named the American League Rookie of the Year in 2018. Unfortunately, in 2019, Ohtani had to undergo Tommy John surgery. But fortunate for him, May 7, 2019, right before the season ended for the Angels, and a successful Tommy John surgery, he became the first Japanese player to hit for the cycle in MLB history. 2020, Ohtani got injured again, but in 2021, this year, Ohtani is destroying it. February 8th, Ohtani agreed to a 2-year, $8.5 million contract with the Angels. In 2021, this year, Ohtani became the first player in nearly 100 years to start a game on the mound while leading the league in home runs. Last person to do that was Babe Ruth himself. Tonight, Ohtani will be the first Japanese player to take part in the 2021 Home Run Derby, and he will also be the first MLB player to be selected to the All-Star game as a position player and a pitcher. Shohei currently leads the league with 33 home runs midway and is a huge favorite in tonight's Home Run Derby.
Wow. Wow. What do you think about that, Solo? Did I lose my man Solo again? Did I lose you, Solo?
I said it looked like he's the true
definition of a Showtime player when it comes to baseball. He's just a phenomenal athlete.
What I find interesting about him, Ryan, is this: for him to be a pitcher. I'm not a real big baseball, aficionado. So don't take it as if I'm speaking as an aficionado, okay? But the last guy I know that was a pretty freaking good hitter was Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson, with the St. Louis Cardinals, was a pretty good hitter at baseball. But this guy right here is a phenomenal hitter. Not in the modern day that you can say you found a pitcher, an outfielder, a hitter like Ohtani, because that is so unusual to have that. I mean, he's like a phenomenal. He's just a phenom and a freak. Because it was interesting. I find that high school pitchers get hit, and in college some pitchers get hit. But when they get in the pros, for whatever reason, I guess the coaches must tell them don't even focus on hitting, just be a pitcher. And that whole skill set that they all normally have, because most of these guys who play little league baseball all the way up to high school and college are pretty good hitters until they get in the pros. When they get in the pros, they tell them not to worry about hitting, I guess. That's what I'm thinking, because they don't hit the ball. They don't swing on it. They strike out. It's just weird. How do you go from being a good hitter or an outstanding hitter or batter to not being able to hit the ball at all? I mean, can you explain that to me?
Yeah, no, that's just crazy. I think this just comes from, I don't know, it's just, I've never seen some guy this good. But obviously, like you said, Cardinals player Bob Gibson's very good, but obviously there's no one that really I can think of that comes close to showing right now besides Babe Ruth. That's why a lot of people call him the Japanese Babe Ruth, and that's why the Angels got so lucky to get him, because he's on another level. And everyone says Mike Trout's the best player in the game. Shohei Ohtani's giving him a run for his money, even though they both play on the same team. So it's hard. It's really confusing how he's able to hit the ball so well and pitch so well. But I guess he just puts in a lot of practice.
Yeah, but I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's particularly when you're in those cities that don't have designated hitters. When you're in the cities of designated hitters, it can be kind of difficult. But when you're not in those cities, I think it's important for you to be able to hit the daggone ball. I mean, I don't know why they won't be able to hit the ball. But for whatever reason, they feel they can't hit the freaking ball, which is the strangest thing I've ever witnessed in my life. I mean, it really is strange to me. But it's good to see that they got the pitcher, Ohtani, who can hit the ball, and he can play. And then they put him out in the field. I mean, that's cool right there. Because particularly in the rotations, you don't have to go and pull nobody out. It's just so many things you can do with him that makes him so valuable. I guess, what is that quarterback for the New Orleans Saints? That quarterback, they play a receiver, running back. They do everything with him. And I can't remember his name. However, I guess he's that in Major League Baseball, because I don't know no other pitcher in the game, unless Ryan, that can do that. Have you?
Are you thinking of Jameis Winston by chance?
No, it's a white kid, white guy who's a quarterback. He comes off the bench. He was coming off the bench as a reserve quarterback.
Oh, Taysom Hill?
That's it. That's who it is. And I just want to know what you think. What you think about that?
Yeah, no, I would agree. Yeah, I'd agree. He can play quarterback and he can play all these other positions, so I would think if he were to go to baseball, you would compare him to Shohei Ohtani. But, yeah, to get back to your question, I don't know anyone in the modern era that can play two positions and just do so well in both, right? It's just amazing how good he is.
So and I was reading something about him just the other day, Ryan. They was talking about his hitting and his fielding. I was like, what, a pitcher? But you know what? That's their culture up in Japan too, though. That's a Japanese culture that they can go there in Japan and they do all this. I mean, because they breed them particularly pitchers, and they normally good hitters coming out of Japan. think about all the hitters that come out of Japan are very good hitters. So I don't know. What has happened to our basketball? I mean, our baseball in the inner city. What has happened to that, Ryan? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I know you're just talking about. I think you might be talking about American baseball, but yeah, I think that Japanese players just have more of a leeway when it comes to their style of play because they know that they'll be able to possibly play two positions. But in American baseball, you have guys like Clayton Kershaw and Jacob deGrom, people that just want to pitch. They don't want to hit. So it's kind of hard for American players to choose which one they want. And you see a Japanese player come in here and he's just probably right now better than all the good pitchers right now this year and the hitters. And it's just, I guess it's hard for American players to just kind of get the grasp of both of them. They just want to be really good at one or the other. Where Japanese players spend a lot of time facing these other players in the Japanese league and coming to the major leagues. You would think it'd be tougher, and like you said, you would think that Ohtani would maybe just change his way to hitting. But man, it just amazes me how well he's so good at both sides of the things. And with American players, it's just, I guess they just want to focus on one thing. Like the Jacob deGrom, he can hit the ball, but he's no Ohtani, but he's a hell of a pitcher, and that's what he wants to be. So maybe just the American players want to be known as just a hitter or a pitcher.
Hey, so what do you think? Let me ask you this before we get out of here. So what do you think when the Detroit Tigers, right? The Detroit Tigers at one time was pretty freaking good. That was a good Tramo and all those boys, they were really good in baseball at one time. Now they're a laughing stock of baseball, man. What the hell happened with the Detroit Tigers, man? I mean, it's almost like, damn,
yeah.
Detroit. I mean, I thought the Pistons broke the curse when they won the championship with Isaiah and Lambeer and all those guys, and the microwave, Vinny Johnson. But damn, I look at it now, man. It's almost like the curse of sports in Detroit. The Lions are terrible. Damn, Pistons are terrible. The hockey team, the Red Wings are terrible. The damn Tigers are terrible. Michigan, terrible. Michigan State, terrible. Hell, East Lansing, terrible. Damn, everything is terrible. What the hell did happen? That's the curse of just raggedness in Detroit, or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that they still have Miguel Cabrera, who it just amazes me to this day why he's still with that team. But yeah, I think just their farm system just isn't as good as they want it to be. The players they have on the field right now are just veteran players. They're worn out. They're not as good. I really don't know what to say about them because they used to be so good. And yeah, I remember when I was a child watching them play and seeing like, man, this team is so good. And now just to see their downfall, it's just they've given up so many good players throughout the year. Like they had Nicholas Castellanos, who they could still have, but they gave away. They gave away a lot of their players to just not so really good players. Maybe they thought players that would be really good, but they just turned out to be not good at all. So, you know, the players, I think they'll come around. It's just going to take a long time. But, you know, the good news is they have Miguel Cabrera, and he's a big veteran player that I think a lot of Detroit fans like to watch like to see when he plays.
And let me ask you this question before we get ready to go to break. Baseball in Detroit used to be something special, and hockey in Detroit used to be something special. Now, I mean, people don't even want to go to the games. People don't want to be a part of it. It's just amazing how Detroit has fallen from the glory to the bad overnight. It's a terrible situation. All right, Ryan, my man, going under the covers, finding out all the information for us, big dog. Once again, I appreciate you, Ryan. Thank you, big dog. Appreciate you, my man.
Thank you, big fella.
All right, the big fella, the coach. Coming back, we got your girl, Redbone, going to come with keeping it real with Redbone. And hopefully she ain't talking in third person. You know what I'm saying, Lo? Hopefully she ain't saying Redbone. Hopefully she just keep it real. The big fella. Holler at your boys. 313-778-7600. Then after I got some topics I want to throw out there today. going to be interesting, Mello. They're going to buckle it up. Right back.
Detroit People's Platform works for real.
Welcome back to the Demetrious Johnson Show. The big fella's back and trying to get this thing started, man. Yeah, I be having all kind of problems going on, man. Yeah, I have no idea what I'll be going through. All right, we got some callers on. Mello, who do we have? Mello gave me some names. I forgot who gave them to me. But before I do that,
No, fine.
all right. Before I go to the phones, let me do something real quick. I want to talk about something that I saw happen, and I know you guys saw it on the news. It was a national story. The president of Haiti. What the hell was going on there, man? The president of Haiti got assassinated a few days ago, the weekend, and the guy. It is so crazy. They shot this dude like 15 times in the face. Then what I find interesting, the people they bringing in saying had something to do with it, had two or three American cats, and these dudes look black to me. And then they had these other foreigners. What the hell that was all about? They assassinated this dude, man. I just have no clue what that whole assassination was about. Go ahead.
Well, one of the main reasons he got assassinated, he did a Trump move. He was just successful with his. He lost his election and still didn't leave the presidency. He stayed in and locked up all those people that ran against him. And for some unknown reason, he got assassinated. But I think the assassination has something to do with him overthrowing the democracy of Haiti when he lost his election and didn't want to leave.
Wow. That's crazy. And they shot the dude 15 times in the face. I mean,
Yeah.
they stood over him and just, and there was a lot of people that they getting like 30-some people they say involved. How do you have 30-some people involved in a damn assassination of one man? I find that interesting, y'all. That's something I wanted to talk about, and it's just crazy. And then before I go, Vice President Harris was in Detroit today, and she was talking about what you always talk about, Solo, the suppression of the laws, the voting rights. And she was in there, talking about that. So for anybody to assume we just be making this stuff up, you had the Vice President in town today in Detroit talking about that. And then y'all 74% black, and you got a white mayor, so we don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? All right, it's time to go to the phone. Let's go to get some phone, man. Let's get my man, Marathon. What's up, Marathon?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up, boss?
Well, you got some good topics. That sound like they cleaned house on my man over this molded over, huh?
Oh, man, they destroyed the dude.
That was overkill, wasn't it?
Oh, my God. Man, 15 times in the face?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yo, he died.
Yeah, he did.
Yo, what you got, Marathon? What you got for me, boss?
Well, I'm just had to go to the hospital and take care of my kidney situation. My kidney numbers have improved, so I'm not going to do dialysis. So that's a praise report.
Hey, man, that's a blessing report, man.
Yes, it is.
That is great, man. Congratulations, Marathon.
And then, the thing about it, we can take meds like the doctor tell us to, and it affect our other body parts.
No doubt about it. Have you ever seen those commercials? I know you've seen them, and on TV.
Where they do all that talking real fast, and they
Okay, and then, but they tell you the side effects. You have a chance to have more problems that happen to you than not taking the damn medicine. You got a chance of your kidneys going out, a heart attack, diabetes,
all of that,
amputation of your leg, bones falling to the ground. I mean,
but they have it go by real fast. They tell you everything. They tell them the truth, but they have it go by so fast you don't even be paying attention.
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
What else you got going on?
All right, I'm listening to you, enjoying the show.
Hey, Marathon, you and my girl up there, Queen Perry, are my favorites, man. I appreciate you, big dog. I really do.
All right, I love you guys.
All right,
when
man.
you coming to Detroit?
Hey, man, we're going to come there next month. We're coming to Detroit, man. In August, we rolling up in there.
Let me know. I'm going to come through and maybe play the piano and sing or something.
Well, that's what I heard. I heard you got a voice, man. I heard you get down at the clubs.
Oh, yeah, I'll be down at Boats. Come down to the Boats on Thursday in the Eastern Market.
Well, we're going to be down there kicking it in Detroit. So,
yep,
folks,
and then you can go to Baker's. You can see me at Baker's.
Okay, so
that's the oldest jazz club in the country.
So what we're gonna do, Marathon? We just gonna do the Marathon tour. What you think, Lo?
Yeah, I think they ought to be on deck.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Marathon tour. We're just gonna go there and just tour with Marathon, club to club.
TCBC's, that's the blues place.
All right, we're going to whatever DCZ just said. We're going there too.
TCBC.
Oh, wait, TCBC.
Yeah.
Let me see. TCBC. Tender care, but cautious.
I don't know what it stands for. I got to figure it out. They told me once before, but I always call it TCBC.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna come up with a
That's where all of the blues players that go on the road when they come home and jam. That's where they jam on Wednesday nights.
All right, we coming to TCBC, boss. Hey, Marathon, thanks for the call, big dog.
All right, bye bye.
My man, who we got next, Mello?
Tell you what, let's go ahead and bring DJ on.
Let's go, my man DJ. What up, DJ?
Hello, DJ. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, DJ. Let's talk, big dog.
All right. You know, before I talk about well, I'm not gonna tell you right now. So I'm trying to say a few words about him also. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Vela Vanguard, national spelling champ.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
She's the first African American spelling bee champ. She's not the first black spelling bee champ, but she's the first black spelling bee champ was from Jamaica in 1998, I believe it was. But Vela Vanguard is the first African American spelling bee champ.
Hey, man, that is kind of sad. You know that is kind of sad, don't you?
Yeah. But it's worth celebrating. Though. She's
No. You're missing it. It is extremely important to celebrate it.
Right.
It's extremely important. I mean, I would like to get her on. But my question to you is, it is kind of sad. This spelling bee been going on for years, and this is the first African American girl to win it. I mean, I know some other real smart little black girls out there and boys. It's just kind of sad, man.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a black contestant back in the 1930s. She ended up 8th in the spelling bee, but it was controversial because there were 7 judges on the panel, and they gave her an illegal word to spell, and she couldn't spell it, and she spelled it wrong.
In 1930?
They gave her a spelling word. They gave her a spelling word that was an illegal spelling word. It was a word that they shouldn't have used in the spelling contest.
Well, why would they have to? If they knew that, why would they? What happened? Did she win it or not?
Well, the judges used it, and then the judges, there was 7 judges. I mean, 7 was calling the words out, and they just picked the word just for her. They knew that she would have trouble with it.
Oh, wow. Did it get overturned?
She ended up being 8th. She ended up being 8th in the champion in the spelling bee championship.
Hey,
I can't tell you her name right now. Let me ask they cheated her. I was at the possibility of winning the championship way back in the 1930s, I believe.
Well, let me ask you this question, man. The boy Pianki, once again, here go Pianki Solo. He just go on Facebook. He says she is Nigerian. Then he says
Nigerian?
Question mark. He said it's the Vila girl.
The girl?
Vila, the one who won.
No, she's African American. She's from New Orleans.
I'm telling you what he just put down here on the Facebook.
Look, you know what?
Hey Pianki, where did you get Nigeria from, man?
I had a DNA. She was born in America. I had a DNA test, and I'm from Nigeria too.
Oh, I got you.
My DNA told me I'm from Nigeria, but I was born in America. I don't care. She's an American.
Pianki, once again.
What makes him think that she's African? Well, we're all African.
Hey Pianki, once again, you gave false information. You said she is Nigerian. Yep. And my man DJ said, you don't know what you're talking about. He said, I believe her parents are that, but I may be mistaken. Okay, the parents may be Nigerian, but if she was born in the United States, she's a United States citizen.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? She's an African American citizen.
She's from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay.
That's where she's from. New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay. Let me clarify something. My man Pianki came back and said he was asking a question. All right, because normally you give us the answer. So okay, he said she's from New Orleans and she is Nigerian. He don't know she's American. That's what he said. That's what my man DJ just said. Right, DJ?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Anything else, DJ?
Yeah, I want to say that she's 14 and in her conversation she studied 13,000 words a day. They said 7 hours a day practicing on 13,000 words a day.
Wow, that's dedication, man. That's discipline.
Yep.
Some
She
of us,
plans on
man.
her ambitions are
Let me tell you this.
her ambition because she, huh?
Hey, DJ, some of us only have 13,000 words in their vernacular for the whole year.
I know it. I know it. She takes us 7 hours a day to practice on those 13 hours, on those 13,000 words. 7 hours a day.
That's a commitment, man. That's a commitment of being great.
That's a commitment. She compared it took her 2 years to get there, which is a lot shorter than it took most of the champions, the Saudi champions. It takes them a lot longer than that. And she got there in 2 years to be a champion.
That's great. I don't
So
care.
she got to be champion after only 2 years of practice, and it took all the other champions many years to reach that pinnacle.
No, I got you.
She also has 3 principal world champions in bouncing basketball.
I saw that. Yeah. She's a hell of an athlete. See, that's why when people talk about athletics and education, those things go hand in hand. You see that. She was a hell of a girl,
Yeah.
and she was
Right.
yeah. And then Bianchi just said she wanted to go to Harvard. Great job. She's outstanding young lady.
That's right. She wanted to play basketball for Harvard.
Oh, that's awesome, man. All right, DJ,
And she wanted to be a basketball. Huh?
you got anything else for me?
Yeah. Tampa Bay is the new stadium champion.
Oh, you're right, because the football and hockey. You're right.
Football and hockey the same at the same time.
Yeah. I like that. You're right. You're 100% right. But that's all right. We're going to get that budget.
And about Haiti. I want to pray for Haiti. So what I heard in the news today is that there's a Haitian doctor that was arrested. They think he hired some killers from Colombia.
Well, they came from somewhere.
Come to Haiti.
They had 30 killers, so shit. He hired. I mean, they had a lot of people hated that dude, but they sent 30 people after him. 30.
No. These were assassins from Colombia. They weren't Haitians.
I know, but I'm saying that they had sent 30 people after him, and they hated them. They sent 30 people to kill one guy.
These are foreigners.
It don't matter. They
But
I don't
Haitians didn't hate
care,
them.
man. The results that they hated them. It don't matter. They sent
There was a doctor who wants to take over Haiti.
All right, well.
And he hired these.
Well, let's do this.
Huh?
Let's talk about that tomorrow, man. I ain't in the mood to talk about no fools in Haiti. All right, so let's
all right.
Hey, DJ, it's always good talking to you, man.
Yes.
Thanks, DJ.
And man, talking to you, DJ, always good.
All right, same here, man. It's my man, DJ. Who we got up, Mello?
We can go ahead and bring Redbone on.
Let's go with Redbone. What's up, Redbone?
Hey y'all, hey Solo.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Redbone gonna do her piece for us Wednesday. So we're not gonna Redbone do a thing on Wednesday.
Huh?
What do you
You guys on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Would you want me to talk about what I was going to talk about today?
What you want to talk about today? Let's do it. Let's go.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I'm talking about homosexuals and
What did you call them?
online dating. That's a homosexual. That's a hobo looking for a woman to move in on. It's a man looking for a woman to move in on. They're called homosexual or hobo.
Damn.
Well, anyway,
Okay.
their season is coming up. Right now it's the summertime, but their season is coming up soon. But what I wanted to do was talk about online dating in the new millennium, okay?
Let's go.
Okay, Redbone got this story, and I want to hear what y'all was into to what the lady said. So Redbone, what is that? Her friend was telling her about plenty of fish. It was some plenty of fish, right? So I went on and caught something. It was some old garbage, but anyway, long story short, so I said, okay, fine, we'll go to Bahama Breeze or whatever, because I like that spot. So I'm over there drinking or whatever. And he's like, well, I'm going to be late. Well, how late? About 15 minutes. So, I ain't got time to be waiting on nobody, okay? So I grabbed my stuff after I paid the bartender, started walking out. Well, so the guy was like, oh, you such and such. I was like, yeah. Man, I turned around. Do you know this fool came in there with a white beater on, some gray shorts, some knee-high, tube socks, and some slides. Okay. But wait, it gets worse. So then I noticed, like, when he smiled, it was like on the right side, he was missing at least 4 teeth from that side tooth on that. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, he was missing, some of that side tooth be gone, but he was missing a little bit more, so I don't know, he must have had to chew on the other side. So anyway, I'm like mad, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have this food buy me dinner for me and my kids. So we go back to the bar or whatever. So we drink, talk. He orders weed. Now, I'm not saying, anything's wrong with that, but on the first date, I mean, he's licking and sucking his fingers like, it's his last meal. And talking with his mouth open. I mean, it was horrible. He sounded like a cow. So what I did was, after, he paid whatever, I asked the bartender, I said, how much did he tip you? Because I ordered 3 dinners for me and my kids, so it came to over $100. So I said, how much did he tip you? He said $5. I went on the slid, did 20, and I was so I took my stuff. And I was like, look, let me go to the bathroom and wash my hands. Man, DJ, I slid about, how Bahama Breeze, they got like that outdoor thing. I slid about that joker, hopped in my car, and sped off, okay? Well, I got a fast car. So I sped off so fast, and I blocked him. I don't know what happened to him. He tried to get in touch with me. I was like,
Hold on. So
ladies, just be careful.
let us clarify. This is keeping it real with Redbone, right? So we keeping it real. So
Yeah.
you was online dating. This is online dating. You met somebody online.
Right. It was something called Plenty of Fish. Then my was telling me called Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of fish. And you met him, and he came in a wife beater, and he came in some great basketball shorts or whatever, with some flip flops
Right.
on, and
And some tube socks.
and some what?
Tube socks on.
Tube
Tube
socks.
socks. Me like socks.
Right.
It was me that. With
Okay.
the slides on.
And then when he was eating his food, he had his mouth open. And then when he was licking his fingers because he had some chicken, barbecue chicken or something.
It's bad enough on the side where I was sitting. I could see that whole. It really bothered me because then I had to look at all those missing teeth from that one side, and it's just really between that and the chicken licking and all that kind of stuff and the grazing like an animal. I just.
Hey, Solo, I think Redbone is kind of missing what was going on. Don't you think, Solo?
I'm just trying to figure out what does his profile picture look like.
Right.
Because most people have several profile pictures and
Right.
of them smiling and flirting.
You're right.
It didn't. That wasn't a plenty fish. That was a catfish or a dogfish or something.
Well, let me kind of help you on this. I think what was happening. Let me dissect. Let me be your clinical doctor right now. Okay. So I got you in my office, and you sitting down on a little couch, relaxing. I'm telling you, sit back, have some warm tea. So let's dissect your mental capacity of selecting a man like that. All right. First of all, what had happened? You was lonely, and you wanted.
No, I wasn't lonely.
Can I finish?
I wasn't lonely.
I'm the doctor
bored.
here.
I'm not lonely.
I am the doctor here, not you. All right, let me dissect what you just told us.
Okay.
You was lonely and you needed some male companionship. So you go online on some hound dog website, you call it. And on the hound dog website, when you go on this website, you find that the man, he fits your profile. You fit his profile, you go And you see the man. He meets you at Bahama Mama outside. He think it's sexy to come in some shorts and tube socks and a wife beater because he's trying to pretend like he's in some shape. He wants to show his masculinity by being in some shape. Then he wants to be old school. Like, I'm old school masculine. That's what he's doing, right? So I'm just psychologically, mentally breaking down the man that you went. So he felt, hey man, let me look at her. She look like she's some wing girl. So wing girl gonna be kind of off the charts, right? So I'm gonna order some wings for her because she's kind of off the charts. He didn't know that she was.
Pasta.
Let me just say this. He didn't know that you like steak and what you say, pasta, and you like the eloquent stuff. He just thought she was gonna be a hump day. You know what I'm saying, Solo?
Oh no.
Like, you know, hump day, right, Solo? Right?
Yes, I do.
You feel me, Dr. Solo? So this is Dr. G and
Yes, I
Dr.
do.
Solo. So he felt you were going to be hump day. He looked at you, saw you got a nice little body on you, little thing looking all good. Then you got to thinking, damn, this ain't my type. But what he started doing when he was eating the chicken with the barbecue hot sauce on it, whatever he had, he was licking it. That was a sexual advancement to you to turn you on. Let me finish evaluating this thing for you. So he was turning you on when licking each finger slowly in front of you. So he was licking each finger slowly in front of you, going real slow with the finger licking. He's trying to turn. I'm just trying to tell you, he's trying to turn you on. He wanted your emotional. He wanted to get you aroused. And then you looked at him and say, oh, hell no. This clown is licking his freaking fingers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take advantage of this clown. I'm just going to order food for the whole family, which I think you was wrong for doing him like that. But I can see why you did him like that, because in your mind, you're thinking, he done wasted my freaking time coming over seeing this buster-ass clown dressed like this, licking his finger, then he started licking his lips too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He did all that stuff to get you aroused and get you going, see? And you know, that's what happened. So in the future, don't go on the damn website. I don't know how nobody go on websites and date anybody. Have there been success stories? Yes, it has been success stories. Have there been women and men who fell in love from that? Yes, there have. There have been. But I'm going to tell you something. It ain't nowhere in the world. It's hard to meet somebody you know for years and somebody you run into and been around to figure out who they are, and then meet some stranger on these websites. That is the worst dating app I think anybody can do. And some people will argue with me, say it's great. But, you know, you're rolling dice. You're rolling the dice. All right. That's where I'm at.
Well,
Go ahead, Lo.
well, one thing about Plenty of Fish, it's a hookup website. So I heard Red Bull back there giggling, but it's a hookup website. So a lot of times is no questions asked. If you like what you see what you get. You know what I mean? And you keep it pushing. I've had several co-workers that dipped and dabbed on there and got engaged and married off of Plenty of Fish. But most of these dating websites is for hookups and see what's up and see what you can do.
Okay.
And that's what it is. So how long ago was this, Red Bull?
Oh, this was over a year ago. This was over a year ago.
That wasn't over a year ago. It was a week ago. Because nobody think about nothing a damn year ago. Nobody think about nothing like that no damn year ago. Who do you think you playing? Now you playing without. Go ahead, Lo.
Think that the country was on lockdown a year ago.
Exactly. So what has happened, she came over, she thought we would go for it. Redbone, you were trying to get the hookup.
Yeah, Redbone.
You were trying to get that thing, and he was going to give it to you. So just live up to it.
My whole family. I got what I used
Hey, girl, just live up to it.
My whole family.
Just live up to it.
He had his face towards the. You see, the reason why I didn't know he didn't have no teeth because he had his face turned to the other side. I can't talk to nobody that's missing teeth. That's very distracting.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Redbone, do me a
And
favor.
I don't like that.
Redbone, just live up to what happened. You was trying to get the hook up, and he was gonna hook you up.
No.
He may have hooked you up. We don't know.
Uh-uh.
Oh, come on here and give us that old sad sob story. Get out of here with that story, Redbone. Hey, Redbone.
It ain't like
Ain't
that.
working,
I
Redbone.
didn't tell you about the one on the bus pass that called me, and I looked on Facebook, and he got a whole wife.
Hey, Redbone, quit it.
No, this was Facebook. This guy was for Facebook. He was on
Redbone,
bus. He was
it
on
sounds
bus
like you like to go around on all these sites. Yeah, hey, Redbone, it sounds like, hey, I don't know, man. Solo. Redbone might be what you call a FREAK. I don't know.
What is that? No, that's what Steve is.
Freaky dinky.
Oh, no.
Redbone, you off the charts. Hey,
I don't deal with no man that got no money.
hey, Redbone. Hey,
If you ain't got no money, I
hell,
ain't got
you just
no
went out
money.
with a broke ass man, so what you talking about? You do deal with him.
I didn't know, listen,
That's
I
what you
was
just told
see
us.
what I did, so I got something out of
Or
it.
what?
This
Some
is
damn
all
wings?
No,
And a hamburger for your kids?
Then we got the key line
What the
card.
hell?
I got the
Oh, damn. Solo. Redbone got the key lime pie, Solo. Oh, my God. Damn. Damn, Solo. No, Solo. Redbone got the key lime pie?
Yeah.
Damn, maybe he got some milk with
He
it.
got the dessert of all desserts.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to clown me.
No,
Like,
we ain't clowning you. We just,
you don't even know how to act. This was a while ago. I mean,
Hey, Redbone.
it really was a while ago.
You came on here and told us this story. We didn't tell you what you did. You just told us.
This scenario talking about he was licking his fingers when I wanted him. He's glad I turned around and came back. I was mad, but I made him a whole bunch of things.
Hey, Mello, is it time to go to break to it, man? Is it time for a break? Yeah. Hey, keep it real with Redbone. Redbone went out there and she was trying to catch something, she caught something. She caught a fish with no teeth.
That wasn't no fish, that was a cat.
A fish with no teeth. So don't call us talking about that stuff. Hey man, you get once a month, you're gonna keep it real with Redbone. We'll get it next time, we're keeping it real. Redbone, thanks, man. The big fella, the solo. Holler at your boys, 313-778-7600. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be like Eli Monts and all them other boys. We just gonna open it up tonight for any stupid ass conversation y'all wanna have. I ain't in no mood for a conversation. I'll talk to you about anything tonight. My man Mellow Mike, he got our back. Solo got my back. We open the call, talk about whatever you want to talk about. I ain't gonna even have no topic tonight. Holler at your boys, 313-778-7600. The big fella, the expert Solo. We're right back.
Yeah, right now you don't have but one caller on the line.
Was that Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't got no topics today. I knew I was gonna be slow tonight because I ain't got no topics. Welcome back to Demetrious Show, the big fella hanging out with boy Solo. Holla at your boys, 313-778-7600. Holla at your boys. All right, let's go to my man Michael. What up, Michael?
Hello there.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what you up with, man? I'm glad that I'm able to take your call. Here's what I want to talk to you. I want to talk 3 sports series right quick, if you don't mind. I was watching the I was watching ESPN awards, and you know what? I was really impressed with the women that came up here, that Paige Buchers, Maya Moore, and Misaki Osama, man. I said, the future is bright with women like that, man. I mean, I was just impressed with all their speeches and stuff, more so than usually I don't pay attention to award shows and stuff, but that was pretty good just to hear their voices, you know. I would like to hear what Sha'Carri Richardson would talk. You know, these women athletes, they need to get more and more exposure. More and more people need to recognize how good of people they are. Here's the second question I want to ask. Between Shatani, Otani, and Glenn Anatondo, which sports league going to do to make you know how good they are, the NBA or MLB?
I don't know. Who do you think?
I think the NBA does a good job with their promoting their players, their athletes, and everything more than MLB do. MLB, they all stat heavy. They're more crazy about stats, and you know, and they're gonna try to find out. They're gonna try to knock him down instead of building him up. They're gonna find some character flaw and go right on in, and try. But you know, he's so impressive right now. You know, I mean, he's something that baseball never had. You know, I never seen on TV in this lifetime. So, but I'm really impressed with both of them. I'm really impressed with Glenn Anatondo too. I was very impressed with him.
Really?
I mean, I don't know if Milwaukee's going to win this series or not with Phoenix, but I'm really, really impressed with somebody like that and how far he has come too.
Well, I can tell you this. You talking about Tupo, whatever his name. What is that, Tupo? What, how do you pronounce that dude's name? Something Tupo, whatever. The center.
Yeah.
Right, the center.
Mm-hmm.
Very good at I mean, unbelievable athlete. About 6'11". I mean, and moves like he about 5'10". Hell of an athlete. Phoenix just got so many good players on that team. The Phoenix gonna wind up winning that thing. But I mean, I like to see greatness because I was talking to my son today, and I was telling him that in order to be great, you got to want to be great all the time. See, greatness don't just come because you want it. It comes because you desire it and you work to get it. You know, and these cats, they don't understand them. They see those guys making those shots or catching a football, hitting a golf ball or whatever, running track. Man, that stuff is truly because of a commitment that they've made to be great. And you get a great player got great work ethics. I have not met a great player. I'm talking about great player. I've met good players, but I'm talking about to be one of the icon players. The thing all the icon players gonna have in common, and you can ask anybody been around them, their work ethic is off the charts. Because you can be good, but those guys in the pros gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? It ain't many bad pro players. I mean, we may think they bad because they ain't living up to the standard of what we think they should live up to. But on the big picture of them, they are pretty freaking good. They just not what we think they should be on that team or in that league. But the average guy or even just a good player couldn't hang with those guys 90% of the time.
I get it, man. I get it because I'm just, you know, I'm kind of off kilter too because the NBA having a championship past the kind of 4th of July, past the 4th of July, and usually they have it in June. And in the middle of June, they season be over with because of the coronavirus epidemic. So I'm trying to get into that routine. You know, I can see people outdoors. They doing all kinds of outdoor stuff, and you know, just to watch an indoor sport during July is kind of off kilter a little bit. Here's what I want to ask you before I let you move on with the other callers. You know, baseball had its draft Sunday.
Yes.
Now you know who the Cardinals drafted, and you ever heard of them?
I don't remember who they drafted, but I've never heard of the player.
I'm just asking, man. The reason why I asked you is because baseball has really went down along with the public, the sport, because it seems like baseball teams, they win, a new team win the World Series every year. A new team, you know. Once the Red Sox and the Cubs won the World Series, that was kind of it, because they couldn't make that excuse about them waiting so long to win the World Series and stuff. So, like, the Dodgers won last year, the Washington Nationals won the year before. They never won the World Series. So that's the reason why, according to other sports, you know, like football, you have New England all the time in the Super Bowl, and you got Tom Brady playing quarterback. Well, you got basketball where you got the Lakers or LeBron James or Steph Curry. This year is kind of different, you know. You got Milwaukee and Phoenix. But baseball, you know, I was reading online today about the Cleveland Indians. I said, what is the Cleveland Indians saying that they might move their team because they didn't get enough support? I said, what is this about? You know, years ago, that would never happen. You know, so
well, maybe if the Cleveland Indians start winning some damn games, maybe people will go to the games. Maybe that's the they didn't understand. You win, they come. You lose, they ain't showing up.
So the Tigers said they did was set. Tigers lose too.
What you say, Lo?
So yeah.
Well, what sets baseball different from basketball and football, they have a wide range of picks. They can go to high school, they can go to the college level, they can go to the Japanese league, they can go to foreign leagues and draft guys. So when you get drafted in baseball, it's not an instant return. So you may follow a kid that grew up in St. Louis that was a phenom baseball player. He may choose to go to college, then spend 3 years there, get drafted, thinking he's going to go into the majors and then get sent to the minors. So it's just a different dynamic. When you get drafted in baseball, you may not see that prospect for 3 or 4 years. Where in basketball or football, you're going to see their draft picks that year. So it's just a real different dynamic when it comes to Major League Baseball draft picks.
That's a good point. Very good point.
What about Albert Pujols?
What about it?
What about Albert Pujols in St. Louis?
Well,
you know, he's been there a long time and everything.
Pujols is now.
And, you know, he was a star.
Yeah, but Pujols went from St. Louis. He went to the Anaheim Angels, left Anaheim Angels. Now he's with the Dodgers. So,
Sure.
No, so he was there. However, it's what it is.
Yeah, I'm looking for star quality. You know, you got the All-Star game on the mound, and Ohtani's the only player that we know right now because he's head of everybody in these major categories and everything. How many really star quality baseball players you actually know?
We don't know him because they ain't that personable. And then, like Solo said, you grow up with the football player because he come right out of college. When you hear about his name of basketball, that you hear their name and you still follow them and you with them. In baseball, you may have a star in college and you don't hear nothing about it because baseball is not shown on TV a whole lot that we would see. You know, you have some games and some conferences, but in football, it's hype. Baseball games are not hyped up. So who want to sit around and watch a baseball game and then you can't follow that athlete unless you just in the sports like that, you know?
Right. And you have to be a true baseball fan to really get off into baseball because their season is so long.
somebody like me, I like baseball, but I really don't start watching into the playoffs. But by the time the playoffs come, I don't know the players. I don't know how they hit. I don't know how they pitch. But just the excitement of playoffs get me to watch it. Get me to watch my St. Louis Cardinals. You know, the thing of it is just, to me, it's just the season is too long.
Yes.
The draft is like too many leagues for them to come up
Yeah.
to even make it to the majors.
They go to
You know,
double A, single A, just regular pee-wee ball. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on in that. So, I don't know.
All right, I'll let you go ahead.
Okay.
I'll let you go ahead and talk to your other callers, man. Thanks for talking.
Hey,
Thanks for talking.
Hey, Michael, I always enjoy your call, man. Thank you so much. Hey, let me run some topics down, y'all. Now, let's go. What do you think about this, guys? Drake. Now, the entertainer, the singer Drake, right? And we're gonna come back to. Well, we'll come back. But let me just throw this out there. Drake took his girlfriend on a date at Dodger Stadium. I don't know if that's a big deal. No, I mean that's cool. Take her to Dodger Stadium. That's kind of cool. Now, was a baseball game being played when he took her? I don't know. Somebody tell me, was that a baseball game being played? And then, this is the killer, y'all. A lady in the UK who used boiling water and sugar to kill her husband after learning he sexually abused her kids. What the hell would she put sugar water? Why would she use sugar in the water to kill him? I don't know how boiling water. Did she throw it on him, and did he drink boiling hot sugar water? Will boiling hot sugar water kill you, or would you, if you drink it? I don't know.
Unless the only thing I can see, DJ, unless she added the sugar to make it picking, and when she poured it on him, somehow, I don't know.
Yeah, stuck on him. Maybe like when Al Green got grits put on him. You remember that woman threw them grits on Al Grits Greens? We call him Al Grits Green. Get them grits stuck on his ass. All right, let's go and talk to Rod. What up, Rod?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Yeah, I want to talk about women having more rights than men.
Okay,
I
let's talk
kind of got
about
a
it.
problem with that, but there's nothing that I can do about it.
Hold on. You said women got more rights than men?
Than men.
Okay, well, let's go.
You know, like a woman has the right to make you a father even if you don't want to. Or a woman can abort your baby even if you want her to have it. I mean, I get that a woman can do whatever she wants with her body, but if y'all both doing the same thing willingly and a baby come out of it, I just have a problem with that she can kill your baby and there's nothing you can do about it. Or she can even force you to become a father if you don't want to be one.
Damn, man, you touching that stuff? Oh, you going there?
I'm going there, man.
Damn, Rod. Hold on, man. Okay, I'm Dr. DJ tonight. Who done betrayed you? I'm Dr. DJ tonight. Who betrayed you, man? What lady done hooked you up?
Man,
Come on, what she do to you, boss? Come on. It's just me and you and Solo talking. Talk to Dr. DJ and my assistant Dr. Solo. What we got?
I'm gonna tell you what she did. Now we already have a kid together, so we had an argument. We got into it. She called the police. Of course, the police told me I can't stay at the home, so I left. About 3 weeks later, we ended up getting back together. I went over there, spent the night. She got pregnant. So maybe about 2 months later, you know, she told me I'm pregnant. So I'm like, okay, cool. So what you gonna do? She was like, what you want me to do? To me, it was a no-brainer. I mean, we're together. I want you to do what people do when they're together. You gonna have the baby and we're gonna raise the baby up. And she didn't want to have sex for maybe about a couple of weeks. She didn't want to have no sex. I thought it was kind of strange, you know, but then she hasn't been saying nothing about no baby either. So, you know, like, okay, that time that she didn't want to have no sex, that's the time she had the abortion. And like she just, it's like she just thought I wouldn't go notice. We didn't have sex, but we supposed to be together. We just been working things out. And for me, I can let that go. That's when I couldn't deal with it after that. Because you will kill a part of me. I don't see how you plan on us being together.
Hey, man, you know what? Hey, Rod, that's an interesting ass position there, man. I've never thought about that. Okay, hey, and I'm going to throw this out to the ladies out there. That's a hell of a position, Solo. Think about it.
You know what? It truly is, but I got a flip side to that.
Yeah. I'm going to let you get your flip side. Go ahead and do your flip side, then I'm going to come and say what I got to say. Go ahead.
Okay, this is my flip side. It looked like to me that he was going over there doing makeup sex. That's what that is. That's passionate love making to his woman. Okay, they already got a kid. To me, the most important thing that a man and woman can do on this earth is bring life to this earth, put another baby into this world. So it seems like to me, you need to marry the woman. You got to make her whole, man. She can't be a woman. If you bringing up babies, you got to marry her, make her whole, make them kids have your last name. Because if the marriage don't work, guess what? You can get a divorce.
But Solo, hold on, Solo. Time out. As my man ride the fence now, I'm going to go ahead and ride the fence. Now, think about this. Unless you're a deadbeat ass man, ain't no good, trifling ass, no good, because a lot of them out there just say no good. I don't know. That's a hell of a position, Solo. Think about this. A woman may not want a kid, right? But she have sex. If she had sex, she should have protected herself to block from that, right? Okay. So, but anything happen. It could be, hold on. Let me go. But I want kids. She don't want kids. I have a kid, and now and she gets pregnant by me, and I'm sitting up here wanting my kid because I live, I die, I want a kid bad, but this woman don't want the kid. Don't you think she's wrong? I think it's selfish for her, and I'm gonna agree to Rod on this one. I think it'd be selfish for her to abort a kid when I want to keep the kid and I'll sign papers, whatever you want me to do. I'll take care of the kid. I'm going to be responsible for it. But for her to abort that kid and the man want it, I don't know if that's fair, man. I don't know, Solo.
Okay, and this is playing devil advocate.
Let's go.
How many men, if they had a woman that didn't want the kid and a man could carry a kid for 9 months, how many men would do it?
No, I understand that, but that ain't.
I don't think many will, but I don't think that's the point.
Right.
I think the point is we being realistic here. Realistic is, she's my woman. We working on things. Everybody has problems. I mean, she's staying in the house that I pay for. She don't have to work. I'm taking very good care of her. I think once she started going out with her family members, and I think that's a thought of mine. She's going out with her family members to these class places that.
There you go. There you go.
At the same time, I can't stop her from hanging around with her family. So they going out and she's meeting people. So when she's meeting people, because she told her, she said, "Well, you having sex with me like you trying to blow something out." So now I'm thinking, like, how would you know who's trying to blow something out? What did you compare me to?
Wow.
So that let me know you're doing something different anyway. So now you having more options. You having more options than myself. So now it's like, well, I'm not even sure what I'm going to do.
Well, let me ask you this question, Rob. This is the most pivotal question of all. How old are you and how old is she?
I'm 40 and she's 30.
That's the difference. She's a young gal that's want to kick it, and you getting in the age where you want to settle down. You feel me? You want to settle down. She want to go and ride the pony, big dog. Hey, you know what? I agree with you. I think she's wrong for doing that, but I think you guys should have had a better understanding in the beginning to put her in that position that she had to make that call, Rob. It should have been understood, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what I want to do. And now if she did that thing, man, I'm going to tell you, man, honestly, I know you love her. Sometimes we can't help who we fall in love with. But I'm gonna tell you, if I was you, man, I'll pack those bags and find somebody who want to have a kid by me and love me and want to love my kid. That's what I would do, big dog. I won't even waste no more time on that because there ain't gonna be no difference. Rod, thanks for the call, big dog. Holla at your boy. Call Dr. DJ and Dr. Solo at 313-778-7600. We're going to take care of all your problems. Holla at your boys. We'll be right back.
Visit Central Park Deli today and receive 10% off any purchase.
Hey, Mello, any calls?
Yeah, you got Tia, Grace, David,
Okay.
and Carl.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you got an interesting conversation going on. 720 spot. Women, what? What? 9:10 a.m. Okay, hold on.
How long we got, Mello?
Got about a minute.
Okay.
Add Bianchi to your list.
Uh-oh. Let me get Bianchi out the way. Oh, you stupid. Some chicken St. Paul's. Boy, you stupid. Oh, shit. We'll be back in effect, son. You have a good show tonight.
All right, here we go.
10, the Superstation, the oldest radio station in town since 1922.
Welcome back to Demetrious Johnson. I needed that song right there. Because my man, Rod, I feel for you, big boss. I feel for you, Rod. We are one, Rod. We are one. You got me and Solo here, buddy. We got you, man. Let me say what's up to my girl, Pamela Boyd, who's on Facebook checking me out. I love you, Miss Boyd. You are my girl. You know what? This is a relaxing show tonight. I'm kind of liking this, Solo. You know what I'm saying, Lo? We ain't in no foul mood today. We coming off a tough weekend. We had a storm the other day in St. Louis and Missouri, just tore up all kind of stuff like a hurricane. So this is kind of cool to have this kind of show. I am really liking this today, y'all. This is relaxing and enjoyable. I'm hoping my next call I bring on
Monday.
Hey, Solo. I'm hoping the next call I'm about to bring on don't change that. Here we go. Let me go to my good friend and Solo nemesis, our guy, Bianchi. What's up, my buddy, Bianchi?
Hey, DJ, how did you go with Mutombo at the coffee shop today?
Oh,
Did that go?
Hey, man, you know what? Dikembe Mutombo was great to hang out with today, man. You talking about a nice guy? That's one of the nicest dudes I ever met. He was like, say my name, can you say my name? You know how I always talk. Say my name. Makimbo, Matambo, I'm like, nah, I can't do it, champ. But he was really cool. And man,
Yeah.
I'm going to put a picture on Facebook. I don't want to do this, but like make me look like a midget. I mean, the guy's like 7'2".
He big, man.
He did, and then he had...
Hey, that Senator China, he made Shaq look like a little boy, too.
Yeah, it was a Yao
Stand
Ming.
up next to him.
That was Yao Ming, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was like 7'4". But Dikembe Mutombo, man, folks, he was one of the nicest men. We're going to have him on the show to talk about his coffee, too. I'll try to do that the next day or so to get to... And y'all like his conversation. And then I want, if anybody can pronounce his name, the 9 names, I'll send you a certificate for about $100 or so. You can't write it down. You got to come just like he said it. I mean, it's off the charts. But hey, Payaki, that was a good day with him today.
Did anybody... Here's another thing I want to do. Yeah.
Go ahead, Solo.
Did anybody meet Jeff challenge with pronouncing his name?
No, you know what? We didn't. We got to think everybody was just all just having fun with the dude because he was so cool. Hey, man, let me tell you something, Payaki.
They had you on the news.
Huh? They had Payaki on the news?
They had you on the Channel 5 News. I didn't know that was you. I thought it was an ant.
Oh, that's terrible, man. Hey, man, I did some kind of profiling today. I did some racial profiling. I'm going to take a hit for this one. I'm going to say what happened. So we at this Northwest Coffee brewing place here in St. Louis, right? So my man Mutombo, he goes up there and he's doing some interviews. He's talking to people. So I'm back in the back in his back area, and I see him, but you can't hardly see what all going on, right? And now this is really racial profiling I did. I really did. So I'm sorry, and I'm apologizing for what I'm about to say. So I'm standing up there for about 15 minutes talking to everybody. We talking, have a good conversation with different people. So now I see Mutombo moving. He's moving. Not fast, but moving back and forth, going side to side, kind of like he must have been talking or whatever he was doing, right? Then I heard the Congos playing, like the Congo drums, like the African drum, right? They with the hands, they hit them with the hands. So I'm sitting over there and I'm looking, I'm like, damn, okay. Mutombo's playing the damn Congos. Right? The people moved out the way. It was somebody over there playing the Congos. He was just standing up there talking. And that's some racial profiling. That's a racial profiling.
He had a caller call. Yeah, it was. He had a caller call in Friday, and he was talking about pregnancy. And she made mention about the man pulling out. And, adults know what that means. But that's not the case, because you become pregnant, a female can become pregnant from the fluids that man carry, before ejaculation.
No doubt about it.
Some myth, like people say, if you get up there standing up, you won't get pregnant. So, some crazy stuff, man. Look, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, man. Hope you enjoy me every day, too.
All right, Pianki, thank you, man. Thank you for the call, Pianki. Appreciate you, man. That's my good friend, Pianki. We may disagree, but we have much love and respect for one another. That's real talk. He and I fall out all the time, but the love and respect I have for Pianki is big time. I mean, the guy's a really good dude. Let me go to Dave. What up, Dave?
How you doing, DJ?
What's up, Dave? How you doing, boss?
Thanks for taking my call, D.
Yes, sir.
I have to agree with what Rob.
Yes.
Rob, I have to agree with him. And that I actually think it should be legal. I think the abortion should be a 2-party consent, as long as abortion should be a 2-party consent.
Hey, man, you know what? I agree with that. I kind of agree with that if it wasn't, okay, if the abortion wasn't forced, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't a rape and incest and all that stuff, I kind of think, I wouldn't be opposed of it, that get the consent You know what? That's something you need to think about, because there are some men who do want a kid. The woman may not, but he may be a good guy. I can kind of see that, Solo.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if you don't want a baby, there's ways out there to avoid it. You know, compass.
Right, and we don't say. Right, no, we don't. They got condoms. They got all kind of contraceptions that they can use. You're 100% right. That's a good argument, Solo. That really is a good argument, and that of if it's consensual, the lady's not gotten raped, has been no incest, is no violence in it, and it was all consensual, and then the mistake happened. Things happen.
Hey, but what about this? What about men that just want to have seeds all over the city? Have babies all over the city by different women that can't take care of them.
But at the same time, once again, if the woman don't want to have one, use a condom. I mean,
Exactly.
It's that simple. If I think you know what you do when you don't do that. You know it's a chance that might happen. So if you don't want that to happen, why not? You know, why not prevent it from happening?
I agree.
In the first place.
I agree. I mean, I think we got to start being
I'm just saying from a woman's point of view, I'm trying to be a woman's advocate tonight. And
I'm a woman's advocate all the time because I got a lot of daughters.
I know you are, DJ, but I'm just saying, you know, it's just when women find out certain things and they want to go in a different direction because he got two girls on the other side of town pregnant, maybe they don't want to have a baby by him. Maybe it's their choice. That's the whole thing about.
Well, don't you think they need to do their due diligence then?
It's a woman's choice.
They need to do their due diligence on when they
do their due diligence when right now at my job we got. I'm not going to use their real names, but we got Tim Brown 1, Tim Brown 2. And they are brothers by two different mothers, but the same daddy. And their daddy is named Tim Brown. Not Junior, not Senior. We got Tim Brown 1, Tim Brown 2. Tim Brown 1 got hired first, then he got his brother on, so he Tim Brown 2.
What's the point?
But they got the same daddy.
What they got to do with anything?
The point is, the point that I'm trying to make is that when women find out that men are stepping out on them, they may not want to have a baby by him.
But women step out on men all the time. Women step out on men all the time and have pregnant babies by other men too. They do it
Yeah,
too.
they do. It goes back to my point. If she doesn't want that, then I mean, if she regardless if she know or don't know, or she didn't do her due diligence, it's the fact if you're not ready for one or you don't want one, why not use birth control or a condom? That's what I'm saying.
Exactly, because she can prevent it. So
you right. You're right. If they threw the tank, yeah, you right.
But Solo trying to say because a man stepped out. I had only one girl my whole lifetime ever step out on me, man. In my whole lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So I understand how I feel to get stepped out on. But I'm telling you, you know, there's preventive measures that can be taken in consideration and taken place to stop it. I mean, they got those, you know, after sex pills. When you have sex, you can go and take something, some type of pill or something, and make sure you don't get pregnant. I mean, there's so many things you can do to prevent that from happening.
Yeah.
So it's just being irresponsible and get caught up in the moment. See, that sensational feeling, that good feeling in that point of time can be a lifetime of agony and misery when you don't do the right thing. That happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, we know that, Lo. You know, we know it. I just been fortunate and blessed, and you have too, Lo. Hey, David, thanks for the call, man. Good call, Dave.
You're welcome.
Thank you, man. All right, let's go to Carl. What up, Carl?
Yeah, thank you for taking my call. Interesting conversation
Yes, sir.
Tonight, gentlemen. Now, it's when a woman gets pregnant, you know, it's her fault. Yeah, it takes two. but it's actually the man's fault, really. He has to protect himself. Women cannot get pregnant unless the man, that's it. Unless we plant the seed in her, that is it. Now, men want to walk around here and get and have a baby, and a woman don't want to have a baby, you got to consider that, because, once you have that child, that costs money. And then if you don't take care of that child, it comes the state. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real about it. And if you want to get with a woman and want to have a baby by her, you better consider being married. We're missing out on a lot of black marriages in the black community. Really, and for those who are married, I've been married 35 years. It's really, I wasn't strong-minded, but I understood it. It grew over time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It grew over time. But I'm in love with my wife. So, But what I'm saying is, if he's married, I hope he stay married. Because I really don't want nobody looking after my kids. And then when the kids grow up, and you have a woman, and the kids grow up, sometimes these kids have situations with the daddy that you ain't been around, you ain't did this, and and I don't want nobody overlooking my children.
I know that's
but
right.
It's best to have a good relationship with your child. You know what I'm saying? And beside all the sexual problems out here in the world, diseases and everything else, I just hope that, I look for strong black family, because the majority of my men in my family are married, but it's a learning process. It really is. It really is a learning process. You have to stay in love. You have to, I have to figure out ways to stay and be in love. Because you don't want to cross that threshold. Especially, I had a friend of mine had a baby while he was married, and that was a serious problem for his marriage. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but what I'm saying is that when a man get with a woman, and I'm just saying, brothers, you have to protect yourself, okay? Because a night of pleasure, like you're saying, can turn into years of torment and nightmares, man. Mm-hmm. Really.
Hey, man,
Carl, when you bring that child into this world, yes.
Hey, Carl, I hear people, some guys who got kids by some women, man, it's like a nightmare to them, dude. I mean, I was like, I can imagine that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like terrible, man. I'm like, wow. It's like I just pray to God. I'm glad there's nothing like that went to me.
Kid.
Right. And they say how miserable it is, a nightmare.
Yeah, so she got kids by.
Yeah. And then when you got a lady that had kids, 5 kids by 5 different men, you have a lady got 5 kids by 5 different men, it tells you what her character is. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah, that's her. Now she wrong on that part. She wrong.
How the hell you going to have 5 kids by 5 different men?
She wrong on that part. And the guy.
Come on.
Yeah, and the guy getting with her is wrong. You ought to know the history of what's going on.
But sometimes we don't know the history, though, right? But Carl, now you're not being fair, because sometimes we don't know the history.
You're right.
They lie to you. They don't tell you nothing.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You go in a relationship. I mean, I guess I'm naive because I think if a woman got 5 kids, I'm thinking it should be by the same man. I ain't thinking a woman gonna have 5 kids by 5 different men.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, who does that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tells you about her. It tells you about her. You don't want to be involved with her. I put it to you that way.
5 different men?
Even for a one-night stand or whatever, you don't want to deal with it.
I mean, that thing will hop on anything and ride.
In her life.
I mean, that thing will ride on anything, Playboy.
Yeah, you absolutely
Get
right.
that ticket and ride it, dog. 5 different men?
Anything.
That's just so derelict of their responsibility.
That's not cool.
Hey, man. Hey, Carl, thanks for your call, man.
And it's a strain on her. It's a strain on her kids. Thank you.
Thank you for your call, man. Appreciate it. Let's go to my girl. Let me go to my girl, Tia. Let's go, T.
Hello?
Yes, Tia.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing, T?
Yeah, so this conversation, this is T's conversation from last Wednesday. Remember he talked about this last Wednesday?
Yeah, he sure did.
That was his topic. I'm glad Carl said that he said it was good to hear him at least, especially talk about from the perspective of marriage and learning to love and staying together and things of that nature.
I wish more men had the same perspective. Because I do get, I'm just like browbeaten when I hear so many men come on your show, DJ, and they blame the woman for everything. They blame her for getting pregnant.
You sure it's my show?
This and that. Yeah, sure.
Okay, I thought it may be somebody else, because we don't blame the women for everything.
No, I would say you too. I would say more so. I'm talking about some of your callers.
Okay.
I mean, you just had like 2 or 3 callers tonight. You basically say the one of the callers said something about there should be a 2-party consent.
But you don't think that's a kind of fair argument, though?
Absolutely, it's not fair, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, talk to me.
2-party consent. First off, you gave your consent when you stuck your thing in a woman and you went in there bare. You need to put on a condom. And mind you, it's not that women need to put on a condom. Condoms are not designed for women. They're designed for men. Okay? Women take birth control. They can. But that is something that they have to take internally that changes their body. It changes their menstrual cycle. It changes a lot of things in our body in order to prevent pregnancy. All y'all men got to do is put on a condom. It is designed for that. That ain't for us. Okay, so.
But it is for you guys. Hold on, time out. It is for you guys. Listen what I'm saying. Okay, the condom is for the man to protect himself, right? But it's also designed for the woman not to get pregnant. So it is designed for both parties. It is a twofold.
Hold
on.
on.
Okay, go ahead.
Birth control pills are designed for the woman to not get pregnant, and for the man to not get pregnant. I mean, to not get her pregnant.
But the condom is designed for both.
Condom does not change your hormones. That's all I'm saying. You can get all your rosy testosterone to get out and make babies we live and make babies with. Women are a little different, and it changes our estrogen levels, everything. It changes our hormones. So, yes, a woman could take birth control pills to protect herself, and if she wanted to protect herself from pregnancy, I say, yeah, you should take that step to protect yourself from pregnancy. If you sure you don't want to get pregnant, get your ass on some birth control pills. Now, as a woman, you make certain puts on a condom, and that is to protect, for the woman, to protect herself from disease. That would be my main concern, is disease prevention.
Oh, but not pregnancy, just only a disease, but not pregnancy.
I said, listen, to protect myself from disease prevention would be the primary reason. The secondary reason would be pregnancy, because sometimes there have been cases where women have taken birth control pills and still got pregnant. So, yes, man, that condom is designed for you. The design of it is for the man, not for the woman. We don't need to. How do a woman put on a condom? Put it on where? It's basic off. You put it on.
Hold on. But a woman could know when a man is going to have sex without a condom. She knows that, right? So hold on. So she has time out. She has the ultimate decision to say if I'm going to allow him to have sex with me without it or with it. So don't put this on the man. That's that one. When it's all said, hey, listen what I'm telling you. When it's all said and done, guess who have the major control over what happens? That woman does. Unless that man force it, the man take it from her, the man rape her, she has the ultimate control. Think about it. She can say, yeah, you better have a condom on. Hold on. I'm gonna let you talk. Let me get my pick. She can say you gotta have a condom on. She can say you need. I'm on birth controls. She can say I don't want to have sex with you. Ultimately, the woman is in control of that situation.
Okay, so let me get my point in.
Okay, go ahead.
Ultimately, both parties are in control of the situation. Because here's the thing. What I see that's missing here is people act like they're supposed to have sex without marriage. They act like they just got to get sex and got to get it in and they just got to get pregnant without marriage. That is never a discussion between two people. And here's the thing. One of the callers called earlier, and he said he was 40 and his lady friend was 30 and she didn't want a baby. Look, honey, that was on him.
that there is a discussion that has to be had. And if a girl is like, I don't want to have a baby, then don't be riding up in her without protecting herself, and she should
Exactly.
go here.
Exactly.
But
But ultimately, if the girl says she don't, hold on. Ultimately, if that girl says she don't want to have that baby, why would she let him put it in there without a condom?
Why would he attempt to put it in
But
there?
still,
without-
she has the right to stop it.
No, he has the right to
No. That's her. Okay. Let's say he don't have no sex. Hold on, time out. See, now you blame this all on the man. That ain't true. That ain't fair. Because that woman ultimately can make the call, yay or nay. Unless he rape her,
Okay.
then that's a different ball game.
Okay.
Unless he
Okay, so
force
here's
it,
the deal.
that's a different ball game.
This is
But
what I
that woman
told
is in control. Don't tell me the woman
This
ain't
is
in
what I
control.
told you Wednesday. This is what I told you Wednesday. First thing I said, women are not asexual, and neither are men. We cannot impregnate ourselves. Okay? And a man can't be impregnated. So the only way a woman can get impregnated is if the man impregnates her. Now, here's the whole point. The man ultimately has to exercise some type of self-control.
I agree.
And
We agree on that piece.
But
We're
you
not
can't get
arguing
a
that point.
pregnant. You can't get a woman pregnant. Here's the conversation. If I, you know
A
what?
woman ultimately have the last word on this thing, man.
Let's flip this around, BJ.
No,
Let's flip this
a
around.
woman,
When
a woman.
man-
Oh no, come on, Solo,
Hold on,
help me,
hold on.
Solo.
Let me get it in.
Freaking
Let me get
Solo,
it.
help me.
If a man tells a woman, look, I don't want to have no kids, but the woman get on and when she gets pregnant, then what? Whose fault is that?
Well, I don't know. Hey, what's up, Brenda? How you doing?
So it's like you men ever told women, I don't want to have kids, and then she go off and get pregnant, and the first thing the man say is, oh, she put the baby on me.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Who controlled that situation? The man or the woman?
The man.
Oh, okay. Hey, Tia.
If you a man,
All right, Tia.
if you a man, and you tell a woman, I don't want to have no kids, and she's still trying to come at you, you push back at
Can you be a
her,
woman chauvinist? Can you be a woman chauvinist like a male chauvinist? Can you be a woman chauvinist? You're a woman chauvinist. You are a woman chauvinist. I'm just telling you right now. Hey, Solo, she a freaking woman chauvinist.
No, I'm not.
There you
I'm
are.
just
That's
saying
all right.
that-
That's okay. You're a woman chauvinist.
If a man doesn't want to have a child,
The woman controls it if she don't want to let him penetrate her and put it. All right, we got a couple more calls. I got to go. We're gonna finish this tomorrow, girl.
we're going to finish on tomorrow. It's famous. You don't want to have babies, so you got the 4 pills. If you don't want to take the 4 pills, make sure that man puts the condom on. If he ain't got none, shoot some real car. And make him put that condom on. You put that condom on. Hey, dude, if you don't want to have babies, just self-control.
Hey, Tia.
How about you have a conversation with that woman first and find out what the situation is.
Hey, Tia, can I ask you a question, Tia?
We're going to conversate later.
Hey, Tia, can I ask you a question? When we come to Detroit, are you gonna go out and have dinner with us?
I can, and you know why.
Yeah, I know, but I hope you okay. If you can, I want you to do that with us.
If I can. Right, if I
Because you know,
can.
when you my girl, you and Grace are my girl, and Queen Perry, y'all my girls, and Redbone, my girl. I'm gonna kick
if I
it,
can.
and we're gonna do ladies' night. I'm kicking it with the ladies in Detroit next month. We'll be in the Motor City next month, y'all. I'll give y'all a day when we're coming. We're coming for a whole week in the Motor City. So get
All right,
ready, get ready to lock it in.
Hey, Soto. Hey, Soto, I ain't heard nothing from you on my phone, but that's cool. I know you did, Soto.
I'm just listening.
All right, T.
I'm glad you played woman's advocate tonight. Amen. Put some condoms on and damn self-control, and that's all I got to say.
All right, have a good night, T. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh my God! All right, let's go to my girl. Oh, we ended up with the last two, man. This is my girl Grace. What's up, Grace? She gonna take us home.
Good evening, Mr. DJ and Mr. Solo. Very interesting. This is continuation from previous week. But I would have to say this. I love my male species. I do. I love them. And I'm the biggest advocate for them about wrong that has happened to them and will continue to happen to them. I'm going to say this. It is the male's responsibility not to drop his seed. He is a donor, and women are a carrier. We can actually give our eggs to others. You understand that?
Yes.
He is a donor. He's a donor for the egg. It is his responsibility. It is his responsibility to keep his seed if he does not want to give his seed out. But I'm going to say this. With Carl, love the way Carl laid it down. Carl is a man of age. And thank you for giving that particular perspective. And also Rod. I think his name is Rod.
Yes.
I sympathize with his situation. But he should have married that woman and got in that particular contract. And verbally made her understand that this is what I want, this is why I'm marrying you. He need to be on the same page. Unfortunate situation with him. Unfortunate. But he had the responsibility to do his due diligence to find out if she the right partner for him in order to go into the next life with a child. His fault. I'm going to have to say that, Rod. But I just sympathize with you because all women are not walking the right walk. And maybe she just wants to hit it and quit it and move on. It was your due diligence to find that out. I'm going to move on from that, but we're going to say this conversation about younger men in their 20s and their 30s and their 40s. We're all going to have a different perspective of what recreational fun and being intimate is, but it's a responsibility of the man. He is the donor. If you do not want to donate your seed, keep it. You can do many things with it besides giving it to her. On the floor, on the back, on the face, whatever the case may be, you can do it if you choose not to use a condom. Like Ms. Tina said, put on a condom. It's not a condom, a vasectomy. Very easy process. You can get one done in 20 minutes, and you can move on. But let's say this. And you are the donor. That's not going to change. You are the donor. You married. You're still the donor. You can withhold your seed. I love the male species. I've been an advocate for a long time because of things that are happening to them through child support and all these other things. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. Women are going to be giving birth, and men are going to be the donor. And it's just the way it is. But it comes with conversation. You must have clarity when you engage in recreational activity about what could come out of this. And if you don't have that, these consequences could happen. It just, I love the male species. I really do. I just wish when he plug into us, it would get a lot more intelligent. That we do ultimately have the decision making when you plug into us. If you choose not to plug in, that's fine. That is fine. But do understand the ultimate decision making at this particular time is us. It is us. We carry the child. You are the donor. Make it very clear. You are the donor. You're donating your seed. We have the eggs, and we choose to give our eggs away to somebody else because we can also be the donor also too. But ultimately, the child is coming from us. We're not going to change that. We're clearly not going to change that. But the male species must understand his role. Mm-hmm. Clearly.
I can see that.
You're getting upset because we choose not to have a baby. Individuals get upset because we don't choose to have the baby. You must understand you are gifting your seed to us. And you're going to change it. And if you have this contract, we're going to have a child. You see what I'm saying? It is a gift. It really is. And I am appreciative. I have one king. And I accepted his seed, and we have raised our king. He needs to understand. He clearly needs to understand. And it needs to be understood very early on at 12 and 13 when men come into this place of wanting to be intimate. He needs to understand he is the donor. And I'm not being harsh about male species because I love you guys. I absolutely love you guys. And I'm going to continue to advocate for you because you're being wronged. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, I appreciate what you're saying tonight. And we're running out of time. You got to call me early tomorrow because we're going to finish this. I mean, I just don't like when they say that the man has a choice. Yeah, we got a choice. We do have a choice if you're going to engage or not. But the ultimate choice is that woman. She has the upper hand. She knows if you don't have a condom, she knows that. She knows that. So for anybody to assume that woman, huh? What'd you say?
If he's married to her, he has legal grounds. If he's married to her, he has legal grounds to go over to court and say, "I don't want her to abort this particular child."
But I'm saying, even if he's not married, that woman has still the control, man. Mm-hmm. That woman has the control. I'm just saying that's what we're talking about. So don't make it seem like, the man can do it. No, the man we idiots. We get our testosterone going. We see a nice butt and we crazy. We gone. We off. We off to the races. You know what I'm saying?
And that's fine.
And right, and
that's fine.
but a woman
Mhm.
has the ability to say, "Hey, no, time out. We ain't doing that. I ain't letting you put nothing in me without no rubber. I'm not taking no contraceptions. I'm not, So there's things that a woman can do. Ultimately, that woman is in control if she gonna have a baby or not.
But hold on.
Come on now.
Ovulation time. We kind of know most of us, 80%, I would say 80, 70% of us know when it is our right time that we can conceive. We can have recreational sex.
Look here. Hey, all right, we got to go, baby. We got to go, man. Hey, call me tomorrow. We're going to finish this tomorrow. Hey, then my girl Brenda on Facebook. I'm in St. Louis right now, Brenda. So, I'm in St. Louis. Tell me where you are, Brenda. I don't know where you are. Hey, man, say hello. Give me your closing. We got to get out of here.
Hey, DJ, it was a great show. Very interesting conversation tonight.
Hey, you know what? And today was a really light show. I appreciate that. Sometimes we need these light shows. I don't need to always come on here and have a big argument with nobody. But it's always something that touches something. And tomorrow I want to talk about Drake, right? Drake rented out the entire Dodger Stadium for his girlfriend. These guys got so much money that he ain't got nothing better to do than rent out the damn stadium for his girlfriend. What the hell that's going to do? Drake, that's a joke.
And I think he go with Tiffany Haddish.
I don't give a damn who's he with. But take that money, Drake, and give it to some of these black families that's suffering, that needs help. That's what I would do. God damn. You want to take $1 million and rent a stadium for your girlfriend? How do you need to impress her? That is idiotic, man. That is so damn idiotic, man. I got to go. Mike, I know Mello, Mike, thank you. This is for my girl, Queen Perry. Thank you, Queen, for listening to us tonight. Call me tomorrow, Queen. Got to hear your voice. Mello, Mike, once again, thanks for having me locked in. Hey, y'all, tomorrow we'll be back. The coach, not the coach, me and Solo. And Taylor's Take tomorrow. Holler at your boys tomorrow. Mello, Mike, thank you once again. Yes, guys, I am in St. Louis. Brenda Harden, I'm in St. Louis. I see y'all tomorrow. The big fella, he's out. Ryan, good job. We out. Sometimes it's very hard to see. Hey, thank you, Mello.
Not a problem, sir. We'll do it all again tomorrow.
Okay, big dog. Have a good night. Thank you, man.
Oh, no problem.
All right, then my Facebook folks. Thank you, Facebook family. I'm in. Brenda. All right. Hey, Brenda. It's been a long time since I've talked to you, but that show you just heard was in Detroit. We're in Detroit, Michigan. So thank you for listening and watching us. Hey, Ryan, I love this shirt too, man. I get it from my St. Louis Billikens today, but I'm still a Mizzou Tiger, baby. All right, we got to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Look forward to the same thing, same station. Lock in. We're going to have a kids show tomorrow. I love the show tonight because it was really relaxing. The big fella's out. Thank you for watching. Hey, Brenda, inbox me. Thanks. Talk to you guys. I'm out.